Well, that's never a good sign. I got a feeling you're not going to stay on, but I'm going to risk it anyway because I might as well get this what if out. Hello, everybody. This is Uncle Dylan here, and you already know the drill. Now, if you're hearing this, that means I decided to do this what if early, mostly because, well, I had to read the weather forecast today, and yeah, it's, well, shite. That's all I gotta say. It's technically just shite. And believe me, I checked it. And it's not gonna be a good one. One time I ate popcorn. I think that was my last pop of fucking popcorn, otherwise that would have sucked. But, yeah, the weather. I had to check it today, and around here, there's literally a large chance that there will be probably a storm coming my way. And this is on fucking Morristown, Tennessee, and it is fucking 71 degrees, and like I said, the chances is rain. So that's why I'm deciding to do this what if a little bit earlier than I planned. And trust me, I planned to do it a little bit later on, but I lost power this past week. Oh, that explains, babe. Fucking hell. Oh, sorry, that was my boyfriend. Alright. Oh, shit. That sucks. Anyway, like I said, and mostly that's where this will mostly end up. And we're doing this one because I might as well just get it done and roll yeah. Oh, fuck. Now, normally I would be playing a video game, but right now I'm actually just playing, I'm not playing a video game, but I'm playing one of the one games that I played that is so fucking common, it's not even fun, it's not even funny. I am playing, well, For Honor, mostly because, for reasons. Sorry. You too. I hope I played you. Oh well. Anyway, so we're pretty much going through this. Like I said, mostly I'm not really gonna play any games, I'm just gonna customize my characters on this one. And if you guys played For Honor, then you know customizing is not really that big of a distraction. Because you don't really need to focus on that one that big. So anyway, we are doing the one shot of... Now, a certain fan guessed that this was going to be a Tarzan AU. Good guess, but no. Oh, that's next year. Or if I hit 4K. Truth be told, the reason I'm saving that one from 4K is two reasons. One, it's fucking Tarzan. There's like hundreds of them, if not thousands. There's alternate versions of Tarzan, so that's why I'm not really lagging. That's why I'm kind of lagging on that one because, yeah, that's gonna be fun. And let's be honest here, a cock about Alex on all of us, it's not gonna be well. Now in this one, and a lot of you guys actually didn't even get the other what if hit, which I am greatly disappointed in you all. I thought I actually had more Berserk fans than I thought. I thought at least I had like 2 or 3 Berserk fans in the community, but apparently I don't. Now, if you saw the picture and you either A, did not recognize him because rarely the guy is so OP and you don't really see him that much, or you fucking forgot what he looked like and you didn't recognize him due to his form. In this one, I'm pulling yet another what if guy I haven't pulled in quite some time, and I actually might make a full what if on this one. In this one, we're just gonna do what if Deku was an Arc OP edition. Although can't technically, there's no such thing as OP in Arc. And before you guys ask, yes, I have played it, and no, I'm not really playing it. Let's just say that game really knew how to grind my gears. Here's on that. No, no, no. Keep that fucking comments to yourself. I don't want to hear, oh, that's a Family Guy reference. I can't believe you watch that stupid TV show. I don't. Okay? I don't watch that What If TV show. Oh, because I don't like it. To me, it's a pain in the arse. Hold on, I'm inviting my boyfriend. So, yeah. Yeah, so don't say that I like that. Besides, I fucking hate Family Guy. I think we can all agree on Family Guy has to be the worst TV show. Like, if I had to choose between any fucking what fucking Adult Swim TV show I had to choose, and I had to be trapped in it for a good 5 weeks, I think I'd rather be trapped in that stupid TV show that's actually less stupid, and that is the Cleveland Show. Yes, I'd rather be trapped in that horseshit than other thing else. And my boyfriend just accepted. Hey, babe. Hold up. Have you checked if your mic is not muted? Babe, I can't hear you. Hold up. Are you still down? Oh, you're still loaded in. Never mind. Should have thought of that. Oh, well. Oh. Now, an arc. Pretty much in this arc, he's pretty much... There you go, babe. Hey, babe. Yeah, you told me. Some type of weather? Yeah, I figured. Baby. Well, mostly today, I just got done talking to Shadow, and she's not the only one that's been betrayed. You know the boyfriend I told you? Well, turns out he was a fucking player. So, yeah. No. It wasn't that. You two didn't really hang out that much, and also it was with your ex-friends, so you were defensive of them back then. And remember, some of your friends were very religious. She wasn't. You know how they were. So that's half the reason. And she's not mad at you. She just didn't like your friends. That's all, babe. And I'm gonna be honest with you, neither did I. It's just that Shadow, and this wasn't even later on. It was actually, I just found out like yesterday, because he unfriended me, but it was because she didn't think I would not, what's the best way of saying it? She thought that I would make her life worse if she was like depressing. I'm like, Shadow, I've been raped. This is nothing. Yeah, but anywho, it's good to hear your voice at least, because for some reason I thought you were dead. It's fine, baby. Just don't scare the living fuck out of me. Anyway, I'm also doing a what if, so right now we're doing an arc what if, you know, like the survival game. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't think they can really hear you, but yeah, I really don't care. But yeah, in this one we're actually doing also a reincarnation. Oh, go ahead. She's probably went to bed by now. Although she doesn't wake up until probably 10, so I'll see what I can do. But like I said, she didn't really mind. It's just that certain people, you know? So, And plus, she already knows about us dating. She didn't really. She said, "Good for you." That's about it. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. So you already knew about Shadow dating him. But yeah, that was about it. Which is we actually had to listen to a certain YouTuber called Sergeant Ducky. If you're listening to this, shout out. If you guys don't know who Sergeant Ducky is, he's this funny Irishman who pretty much complains about his life, but in a funny way because it's so fucking true. But anywho, before we get sidetracked, because we nearly did twice. Now it's not your fault, babe. So in this one, we are doing a one-shot of, like I said, what if we were an arc, and in this one, we are actually gonna spice it up a little bit. Because in this one, Izuku's not gonna tame any dinosaurs. Maybe. I didn't say fully, I didn't say no. Maybe. So, in this one, he's probably going to be So, in this one, I'm going to say he's the reincarnation of Zod. Now, you're not... I already know the fan base. Like, oh, the Kryptonian? No. He's been the reincarnation of... the Berserker one. Yeah, the Berserk. From... Berserk. In case you don't know what Berserk is, because either A, you haven't seen it in a long time like I have, because, let's be honest, Berserk is probably, what? God knows how old, so yeah. That's half the reason. And in case you're wondering why you're hearing my extra voice, is because of my boyfriend, and that's why. Although I doubt you guys can even hear him. But, oh well. But anyway, in this one, Izuku's been, abandoned is the metaphorical. Oh, what the fuck. I'm cruel in my own way. What really happened is that Inko and Hanasashi died a horrible crash on a plane, and Izuku's the only one who survived because he saw his parents balded or pretty much killed by plane crash parts. Because, let's admit, I'm a freaking broken little floof. Because if I said that he was just abandoned, I'd be like, okay, Dylan's just going soft right now. So, yeah. His family was brutally murdered. He was brutally, taken down. Now, in this one, he is not going to be in UA. He's not going to be joining the Hero Academy. No. Mostly because, let's just say I've done that so much, it's not even funny. And also, I need to get better at my survival AUs. And this is actually my first ever survival besides Far Cry Primal, which I will do the final one on that one. Like I said in my previous channel, like in my previous episode with the Bane Mad Max, I am starting just to do 3 or 5 what ifs that are series, and they're going to be long ones. Sorry if you were hoping for a longer series, but I forget them, and you fucking know it. So that's why I'm only doing shorter series. But anywho, this is when Izuku has been, I'm going to say Izuku was like 10 when he was living on his own for the past years, and he learned a lot. He also learned that not all wolves are child-friendly and they will not be hesitant to eat him. Now, if you're going to ask, oh, are you going to pull a Primal thing from Adult Swim where Spirit met Rex? No, close enough, though. Well, you know what? I am going to let him tame something. I'm going to let him tame a Spinosaurus. Now, you're probably thinking, why a Spinosaurus? Why? Because they're pretty. And also, they have my temper. Like, let's be honest, if I was an actual dinosaur, I'd probably be like the Indominus Rex, but I'd be a scarier, more demonic, and look like I just came out of fucking Doomslayer here. So, yeah, we can both agree that I am not a friendly little chappy. Now, in this one, Izuku Midoriya, like I said, he tamed the Spinosaurus when it was a hatchling, so it thinks it is mama. Now, in this one, I would say that Izuku would be trapped by women, aka Amazonians, and they've been using him for nothing more than fucking. Now you're all probably thinking, wait, haven't you been raped before? True, but I looked on the bright side. The bastard who raped me is pretty much dead, and also I didn't really mind that much because number one, on the good news for me, I get is that the police shot him dead before he even really put it in. But that doesn't really matter because that was a long, long time ago. And plus, meh. So pretty much we now get back to this. This Izuku grew up and he grew in a harsh environment. He decided to move more into the watery areas. He was thinking of moving north, but he realized that his, T-Rex, his Spinosaurus, can't really survive in the cold. Because, well, one, they're cold-blooded. But that doesn't mean he won't hunt here and there, he won't hunt a mammoth or two. But he is smarter to stay away from the Frost Titan, because if you've seen the size of that damn thing, then you know that thing ain't something to fuck with. So pretty much Izuku's been there for a couple of years. He's now, I'm gonna say, this is probably the oldest I ever made Izuku. He's probably like 60? No, I won't make him 60 on that one. I'm probably doing it another what if when he's forced to have a fucking harem with immortal vampires or something. So, yeah. And now we get to his part, which is not fun. Izuku is now is with his Spinosaurus. Let's say we named him, babe, what do you think? Cheaters? Okay, cheaters, I guess. That's actually not bad, I guess. But anyway, him in Cheaters, which is not a bad name now I think about it, and pretty much they started hunting, what was the monsters in Ankh-Hark? Let's say he hunts not a saber-tooth, that'd be too small. Let's say he hunts a couple of mammoths. Because, well, for starters, mammoths may be hairy, but they have a lot of meat on them. And plus, it's a smarter idea than hunting down a fucking, what was the creatures called? Brachiosaurus? Yeah, Brachiosaurus. It's kind of smarter than hunting down those big-ass dinosaurs. And plus, you need, like, what, 2 T-Rexes to take that thing down, or 3? So, yeah. That's a little bit smarter, unless you have a Gigasaurus, and that's a different story. Those damn things, and you can take out those things like they're nothing. Hey, fucking bastards. What? I said Gigasaurus. We both know. And believe me, I have been killed by a Gigasaurus in that arc. More than once. It's a survival game, literally. Think like those survival games where you can actually have the ability to eat, sleep, drink, and all that. Yeah, that's why I said it was a bastard, because I literally lose my shit. Literally. You know how hard it is to make a fucking rocket launcher out of that fucking game? Not easy. So, yeah. But anyway, Izuku doesn't care about fucking either. Like, he's only, I'm gonna say, 20? Yeah, I'm gonna say he's 20. And already Izuku has like a couple of scars, and he wears more like an iron armor, but more like a Skyrim thing. Like, he wears more like a Skyrim fur type of thing, but he also wears like an iron helmet. And his weapon of choice is mostly spears. I was thinking of making him have a throwing axe, but then I think, I already pulled the axe thing with the medieval age, so I might as well just pull the spears. Because technically, that'd be a smarter idea. Now, Izuku does use a bow, but in this one, he's gonna pull the mongrel thing. He wields he has 2 antlers that are attached to it, so they can make a sturdier bow. Oh, the arrow, well, you can imagine whatever the arrow is made out of. Now, they hunted a mammoth, and they decided to be smart about this. They hunted down a baby mammoth. Because number one, they couldn't really keep up with the herd, and also, so the herd was dealing with, what was the fucking name of those dinosaurs? Let's say they were dealing like one of those robotic dinosaurs. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. They were dealing with a robotic version. So pretty much they managed to take it, get out of there, and literally start eating. And they managed to get lucky and kill 2 baby mammoths. And now pretty much Izuku is skinning them and pretty much getting the meat out of them. Cheaters help by pretty much getting the fluff off, but it mostly gets stuck in his fangs. And it's because, well, let's admit it, mammoths are furry little bastards. Now, they decided to make their home right near the plum. Oh, what am I saying? They made their house in a. Izuku made his house on a tree. Why a tree? Well, number one, if you remember, giant snakes. Snakes. Well, actually, that's a fucking lie, too. He decided to make his house on a beach. Because, number one, his best friend can literally just make home there. There. So, yeah. And it's right next to a waterfall, too. So, I mean, it's right next to, like, a stream as well. Because, let's admit it, salt water is not the best thing to pull in a freaking home. You can't drink salt water. It just makes you more thirsty. So, any survival guys that says that could work, it won't. Unless it's snowing, then that will just quench your thirst. That's it. So, yeah. Now, back to the what if. Izuku minding his own business, sharpening his spear, fixing it because just in case if it breaks or something. And now Izuku's pretty much just minding his own business until Cheddar's roar. Now Izuku has like a deep voice. He's not Irish. I'm gonna do that in a later video. Oh, and we both know that this is probably gonna involve gay fucking and pretty much well, drinking and alcohol, because I'm not trying to sound racist, just because, well, I'm technically half Irish. I'm not a full Irish, I'm gonna admit it. Or am I Scottish? I can't remember. I can't remember because of my family tree, but I do know I have England in my blood, because number one, my family is, well, turns out I'm a fucking noble in England. And, well, thank God I haven't been raised by that. I don't feel like being a spoiled fucking brat with a diaper saying, "Oh, mother, change my diaper." Fuck like that shit. Ugh. Just thinking about being rich makes me want to vomit. Anyway, and my parents are having sex. Thanks while I'm doing this. Where's my fucking oh yeah, they took it. Well, today is her birthday, so I'm not even mad. But, anywho, now, Izuku went to check out what Cheddar's hat is roaring at. He finds 3 women. Yes, 3. This is a straight what if. And this is the last time I'm doing a straight what if in about 3 months. Because, let's admit it, if I continue doing straight what ifs, I think I'm going to lose my insanity. Now, I have been asked in the comments numerous of times why I don't do that many straights movies. Why? Because unlike some Pete YouTubers, I actually have the balls and the pride to actually make gay what-ifs. That and also gay what-ifs are actually a lot better for me because, let's admit it, to all women who prefer to have male-on-male contact, or you challengers, the threesome, it's a better that way. Now, these women are obviously Endeavor, All Might, and, let's say... what was the number 3 hero? I think it was Mirako? I don't remember. Remember, I never watched My Hero Academia, so I have no fucking idea. Yeah. Now, like I said, Izuku is the reincarnation of Zod the Berserk, but Izuku also doesn't give 2 shits about these women. But that doesn't mean he doesn't get lonely. Let's admit it, having a Spinosaurus as an ally, but that doesn't mean he won't be able to, like, okay, shut the fuck up, dude. So pretty much, yeah. So Izuku decided to be nice because we both know that he remembers Guts, his rival. So he took him in. And wrapped them in some clothing because their clothes were completely destroyed. Now, we get to the 3 women. Mirako, All Might, and Endeavor. And they realize they're both wearing type of clothing. Obviously made out of a fur, but they realize it's way too thick to be normal fur. This is when the dude just walks up and he's holding, I'm gonna say, a couple of dodo birds. And some vegetables, because Izuku just may be living in the wild, but it doesn't mean he does not remember who the fuck's a herbivore and who's a carnivore. And if I remember correctly from the stuff, that my friends send me. Oh, what am I thinking? Okay, half of my friends are either fucked up or perverts. Mostly my friends send me these nudes of Miracle butt-ass naked being fucked by some dude, but I didn't really pay attention because I was too busy making sure that my mom didn't look because she would always see at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm not telling that story. That one was interesting, but I'm not saying that one out loud because I know I'll get demonetized if I do. I'm okay mentioning nudes, but that's it. Apparently, I'm okay saying nudes, but it's not okay for me to go graphical on how he fucks people. Apparently. But what do you expect from YouTube? They're, well, cheap. And besides, the only ones that are allowed to have that is the guy who's talking to me right now. But anyway, Izuku brings the Creed chickens, and it never gets into a fighting position, but he sees, like, bitch, I just saved your life. You gonna try to fight me now? Well, Miracle immediately gets that. Mind you, this is when they say, who are you? I was gonna ask you that. We don't remember. Yes, in this one, Miracle, All Might, and Endeavor have nasty amnesia. This is when Izuku turns left to see a boat. Yeah, a ship crashed. How? Well, if you've seen certain mods that allows you to add certain monsters into the Ark universe, aka, like, I don't know, a freaking Leviathan. And what? Eh? What's this? Oh, you got the new Saint Row game?
The demo.
The what?
It's the demo.
Is it any good?
I don't know, I just was making my character.
Huh. Yeah, I definitely know I'm gonna get the new Saint Row one. I love playing that fucking game. But anyway, before we forget again, Izuku literally fought the new. Izuku just looks at them like, well, this is interesting. This is when and mind you, Inko was a sexy woman you saw before we click on the community. Unfortunately, that was her, and yes, there was a Tarzan, but no, he became more mature for her safety. Now, Izuku pretty much just brought the carrots and the dodos. Mind you, the dodos have their heads completely bit off. Yes, Izuku bit off their heads. How? He's the reincarnation of Zod from Berserk. How do you think? Now, his armor is similar to Zod's, but like I said, he wears a helmet. And all they see is just this 20-year-old muscle on fucking muscle with 8 packs, and obviously they can see that he has they wonder what's in his pants. Well, I don't think he would even wear pants in that world. What do you call it? A fur kilt? Yeah, a fur kilt. Whatever you fucking call those things. But yeah, anyway, Izuku is pretty much just starting to pluck them. And this one Izuku says, Are you three gonna help or what? I guess. And this one they start helping. And then they start plucking while Mirako is been charged by cutting up the carrots. This is when Mirako screams like a little girl because number one, she saw the Spinosaurus. Izuku turned around with an unexpected look like, oh, it's just cheddars. Wait, I thought dinosaurs were extinct! You're gonna believe every scientific possibility? Well, figures from you humans. Hey, you're human too! Ooh, I mean city humans. How about that? I guess that makes sense. So, what's your name? Him. You can call me Izuku, because that's the only name I really remember. Wait, you don't remember your other name? You don't remember your rest of your name? No, I just don't care to. Are you the only ones here? Me and Cheddars, yes. What happened to your parents? They're dead. They died a long time ago. How? Man, nothing too big. They died from, what were you humans call it? Those metal bird things? Metal bird. Wait, planes? Yep, that's the ones. Oh, sorry for asking. I didn't think it was. I was 10 years old when that happened. I'm not gonna hold something like that. Besides, I prefer to live long enough to actually see the last of my days. I see. Well, anywho, what? What? What are you gonna able to do? How do we get back to Japan? You can't. What do you mean we can't? Well, number one, how are you gonna get past the Kraken? The what? He points at the giant Kraken that's sinking their ship. Oh. Not to mention there's also a freaking sea monster out there and a dragon along with a chimera. Okay, now you're just bullshitting. You literally see a Spinosaurus outside that's thought to be extinct for thousands of years, a 20-year-old buff man, and you're on an island that's on God knows where, and Japan could be God knows how far. You really gonna still think I'm calling bullshit? Exactly. So start cutting up those breasts. They're thinking that differently. Not that, you perverts. The dodo birds! Ow! Oh. Ugh, why are women so dirty-minded? You're the one who didn't say it right! They're literally called breast. That's because that's female dodos. Right. This is when they managed to skin the dodos. Why didn't Izuku do it? Well, he was boiling the water, that's why. Right, Izuku's making stew. So he makes some dodo stew with carrots in it. When they got done eating, they pretty much thanked him for the meal. But let's just say their adventurous thing kicked in. This one Izuku says, it's not wise to leave when the sun's down. What? What do you mean the sun? Oh, it is midnight. Do you three know how to hunt? Yeah, we know how to hunt. We have quirks. A what? Quirks. You don't know what that is? Izuku gives them a look. Like, you really expect me to know that? Alright. You were on this island ever since you were 10, correct? Yes, I was. So, they explain what quirks are. So, fancy word, you guys are just DC Marvel ripoffs. Ah! I'm surprised you even remember what that is. How do you know what DC and Marvel is? He tells out the comic books that he's been having since he was a kid. Mostly comics about the Punisher, Green Arrow, and, I can't remember the other fucker's name. Tin Can, I think? Or was it Metal Man? I actually don't remember. I don't actually remember his name. Tina Stark, I think? I don't know. But anywho. Like I said in the previous episodes, yeah. Now, this is when Izuku literally just wakes up in the morning and he just sees, he wakes up and they all went to bed, mind you, and he sees All Might, Endeavor, and Miracle sleeping on top of him. And this is when Cheddar just gives him a look like, ooh, like you have that fucking friend, like you have one of those friends that will ship you with the one person you're sleeping with. And this one, Izuku says, don't you dare start doing that. This is when, what? Sorry, Dr. Pepper is a 7-Up. It's a 7-Up zero sugar cherry soda. How can I give one to you? can be silly sometimes. But, anywho. Now, Izuku, pretty much, this is when they see him wake, blah! This is when they wake up. And they immediately get off of him in embarrassment. Okay, why were you three on me? They both are shocked. They both are embarrassed. We heard a noise. What type of noise? That's when they hear the noise, and they immediately go back to him. Izuku's thinking, hey, they legit told me that this woman can summon giant fireballs. All Might can literally punch the sound barrier to change the weather. And Miracle, well, she has the abilities of a rabbit. And they're scared of a noise? What is that even coming from? Izuku gives the look and just goes, Are you laughing at us? Look what you're scared of. This when they pop their heads out, they realized they were scared of a fucking and harmless bait giant sloth. Shut up! We didn't even know it could make that noise! Now, if it was a bear, I can see why you were scared, but what carnivore would be dumb enough to go near us? How about a Gigasaurus and the dragons you mentioned? Well, yeah, there's also the giant ape that lives around these parts, and Bigfoots. Wait, there's Bigfoots? Yep. We're talking about the same Bigfoots. Like giant apes? No, we're talking about Dandos, the moon monkey from Fallout. Don't need to be a jackass. I just woke up. And a certain Cheddar's shipping me with 3 women I just met didn't help either. What? Babe, it's a what if, remember? It's okay. Anyway, hey, Izuku pretty much just walks out, and this is when he sees breakfast. And in case you're wondering what he means by breakfast, he looks at the giant sloth. The giant sloth just sees, well, Izuku and Cheddar's, and they just look at it. This one it just says, it thinks in his head, ah, shit. And that's when Izuku just chopped off the head of the giant sloth and just starts dragging it. This is when I said, you could have just, did you really have to kill it? Well, number one, the giant sloth would have brought something worse. What could be worse than a giant sloth? This one he draws his weapon. Hey, this ain't funny. He throws it, and this one they hear a giant screech. They turn around to see a fucking huge centipede. They immediately scream because we both know how girls are with bugs. For some reason, they can't handle it. When I got done dealing with the centipede, Izuku said, "All right, hey, barbecue centipede and sloth stew." Oh, this is when Cheddar's just gags. You legit ate your own kind, and you are gagging at a centipede? He looks at him like, it's disgusting. Grub is grub. I don't see why you're complaining. This is when they decide to cook the sloth first instead, because number one, if I remember correctly, centipede bugs can't really decay. Well, not that well anyway. And besides, he's letting it out because number one, if I remember correctly, some centipedes are venomous, if I remember, or poisonous. So he's letting it just, well, bleed out. With them, who is just sitting right next to Izuku because they can't handle the centipede. Because the centipede is still twitching. This one, even Cheddar's had enough of the creature and just steps on it. Really? It nods like, yes, really. Well, there goes my breakfast. The centipede, the Shredders is like, hey! What? Now, well, this is when they got done eating. This one, the girls share food with the Spinosaurus, while Izuku just enjoys his meal. Now I'm gonna do a time skip because, well, I'm lazy. I'm gonna say, weeks has passed, and they managed to get a little bit more used to the wildlife. So pretty much Izuku is now up in the north, mostly because, well, obvious reasons. Mostly because he needs to get something to eat. And the best thing to do is to hunt down one of his favorite meals. Direwolves. Now you're all probably thinking in your head, direwolves? You'd think with all his powers, he would use something else. And how come he hasn't transformed into his reincarnation Zod powers yet? Well, number one, he doesn't really have to face that many monsters. And secondly, he only uses it just in case he's fighting like more than one monster. Like, say, for example, they fight 2 T-Rexes. That's a different story, okay? Besides, direwolves, you don't really have to do much against them. They just kill you and that's it. So, when they got done with that incident, meaning they were killing it, but Izuku, still minding his own business, managed to get there because, well, he's lazy and he doesn't really feel like doing some of this stuff. Now, when Izuku got done with what's the monsters, this is when he comes home and just sees Miracle, well, I can't say the words, they're MB. I hope you know what that is, because I'm not explaining it. After that, this is when Izuku just says, what are you doing that in the middle of the sand? This is when they both look and they're both blushing. It's heat season for her kind. It's heat season. Heat season? Why don't you help her then? She's too stubborn to have help. I won't be able to cook like this. And this when he just picks her up and picks all 3 of them up. What are you doing? Wait, I can't cook while I'm hearing you 3. I'm hearing her moaning. So, pretty much, you don't even know. They bang. Now, I'm going to say, since I'm a total jackass, 3 days passed. After that, 3 days passed, and they finally got done. One thing is for certain, luckily they managed to save the frickin' centipede stew. So Izuku gave them some centipede. Unfortunately, they're completely knocked out because, as well, let's be honest. If we all seen how tall Zod is, and we both know that his dick is probably the size of my arm, they definitely felt like they'd just been pleased by the frickin' gods. But in that case, that's probably fucked up because we both know how the Greek gods treat their lovers. Don't we, Zeus? Mister, I fuck everyone I see. And let's not forget God, who literally raped a woman and let his son get killed. Settle down, Dylan. Settle that. Handle that anger towards the bedroom. Well, I would handle it on you, but I don't think you'll walk again. But, anywho, with Izuku, who just walks out, and he just sees his Spinosaurus with the most grumpiest and annoyed look. What? I wasn't expecting her to be screwing me 3 days. This one, the Spino finally just passes out because it is completely sleepy. Now, this is when they pretty much hear a roar. Both the Gigasaurus and Izuku look left, giving the look like, oh, what now? And this is when Izuku to see 2 Gigasauruses. This is when Izuku just says, I'll handle them, you get your beauty sleep, I guess. Izuku, this is when the girls wake up to see this giant, lion-like creature, I guess. And it's fighting the Gigasauruses, and it is just kicking their butts. Well, technically tailbones, I guess, because technically reptiles don't have a butt. So they kick him, he kills them, and he just he just grabs them by the throat. Actually, no, he pulls a King Kong and breaks one of their jaws, and pretty much he fights them. He used one of his horns and impales one of them, and he just rips it off. And this is when the Gigasaurus bites him on the arm, but it backfired because Izuku has thick fur. And we both know it will take a lot to kill a frickin' demon than a bite. So Izuku just bit it back, except he bit him right in the jugular, and it starts bleeding out. And it just falls to the ground. Izuku turns back to normal, and they just, well, let's just say they're having very, very devilish thoughts. Because Izuku was still naked. He looks at the women. He realizes that the females are giving him the look. Seriously? You're good? Anyway. After that incident, this is when, after a couple of more months after the incident, they decided the girls actually gave up on finding a way home because they know that the giant Leviathan would not really work. So pretty much they just accepted their new home. Or at least they thought. Because this is when they just hear, well, a couple of military ships and a couple of them. But here's the thing. UA is not a very reputational school. So immediately when they see that, they immediately just hide because they wake up Izuku. Izuku, wake up! What? Ladies, it's 3 in the morning. Why do you look? This is when Izuku looks and he sees metal things? I've never seen that sea monster before. It's not a sea monster, it's a battleship. A what? Big metal boat. Think giant metal fishing boat. Oh, why is it here? They're looking for us. Why, you popular or something? Me, Mirako, and Endeavor are the world's number 1 hero. I mean, I'm the number 1 hero, Mirako's the number 3, and Endeavor's the number 2. Your point being, we are popular. Think like the king of the jungle, I guess. I'm the king of the dinosaurs. Or the Gigasaurus? Good guess, but no. What's the best way of saying it? Alphas. You're the alphas of their pack. That's one way of putting it. Or mates for the alpha. I thought that was me. What made you think? Well, number 1, you didn't really say no on me fucking you 3, now did you? They don't even say a word because they knew that was true. What do? We can't go near them because they'll try to force you to join. Because they'll try to blackmail you that they'll think you raped us and impregnated us. Did I? This one they both say, yep. Wait, how did I impregnate you? Wait, you actually don't know where babies come from? Oh, that's easy, they came from eggs. Ah! That's not how normal human babies are made. Then how are they made? This one they're thinking, we forgot that he lived alone when he was 10. They explain it to him. You literally know that, but you weren't explaining where babies come from? Well, technically my mother was a stone cold drunk, and my father was a Methodist. Was addicted to crystal meth of no snow. Oh, so they really didn't show, but they more showed me on how to do it than where it came from. Oh, that must suck. So what should we do? I say we get out of here because... Wait, how big did you say the Kraken was? About the size of the island. Why? Good. Because they point and they see the Kraken fighting it. Good luck with the blob. What's the blob? You don't want to know. Okay. This is when pretty much they are... Well, this is when they just leave. Because, number one, it was a pretty screwed up ride. So pretty much when Izuku landed on his hind... This is when they managed to get out of there. But that doesn't mean no heroes landed. This is when they hear, spread out, look for the heroes. I've never seen this island before. How come we never heard of it? Because it's the this is the Bermuda Triangle. I think that's what it's called. But also I have to say it. So with Izuku, and this one he says the Bermuda Triangle. Of course. So that's how the dinosaurs survived. Ahem. Oh right, I forgot. You don't know what that is. They explained the Bermuda Triangle. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Mind you, Izuku's pretty much the one who's acting dumb. He knows what it means, but he just doesn't care. So when Izuku managed to leave the location, because, well, let's be honest, then no one wants to stay around a place where they're going to move. And they were actually thinking of leaving their homes for obvious reasons. So they just could never do it because, well, they just didn't have the time. So when they finally got the time, they move and they run with their goods. But this is when Izuku ordered the Spinosaurus, aka Cheddars, to destroy the house. Why destroy the house? Well, they don't want any fucking evidence. So they destroy the house, get out of there, and they decide to move, I'm going to say in the swamp. Now you're all probably thinking in your heads right now, Dylan, isn't that a bad idea to move into a swamp? No, because that means you can avoid them with giant leeches, snakes the size of a freaking school bus, and also God knows what other type of monsters. Oh, and rappers, and giant crocodiles. Don't forget the giant crocodiles. So they continue moving north from the island until they manage to get to... I'm going to say another side of the island, because they were moving a while. Oh, and in case you're wondering how the Japan forces are doing, well, you see, some of them died from diseases, plagues, being killed by dinosaurs, one got killed by a T-Rex, actually 5 got killed by a T-Rex because they thought that an AK-47 or any type of machine gun will be able to take down a freaking T-Rex that deals with creatures that has a bite force stronger than it. Babe? We talked about holding grudges. It's not healthy. If we keep holding grudges, we're just gonna end up worse than them, okay? And let's be honest, we don't want to end up worse than them, do we? Then don't let your pride kick in, babe. Now, before we lost track, before I was cut off, and someone mentioned Chucky. It's fine, babe. Just like I said, don't hold a grudge. That's just gonna end up with a fucking headache. That, and also, it's not even healthy for you, so don't do that. Anyway, back to the what if before I forget. Now, when Izuku managed to move, this is when they managed to get back there, and yeah, they left. Now, 9 months passed, and the babies were born. And this is when, immediately, as soon as they confessed, because they thought they were gonna die, they both confessed to him that they love him. Izuku was not surprised, because he kind of felt the same way, he just didn't know how to show it. This is when the Spinosaurus pretty much clapped in happiness, because they realized it's gonna be an uncle. Yes, Chatters is a boy. Now, you're all probably thinking in your head, you're gonna trust a Spinosaurus. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, if you think about it, why the frick not? I've done more impossible things. I mean, I've also done more evil things than normal, so yeah. Anyway, when we get done with that, what? A good guess, babe, but no. But when we got done, after that, they managed to move up to the region, and they decided to build their house there. Now, I'm gonna be a nice guy and say that Endeavor, All Might, and Miracle tamed an animal. Let's say Endeavor tames a Gigasaurus, because let's face it, the bigger the better. Miracle tamed a Wyvern, and All Might tamed a Velociraptor? Yeah, let's say Velociraptor. And I could already just see in the car. One of these days is, like I said, babe, you can't burp out loud. Yeah, it's fine. You just forgot that. You just forgot. We all screwed up. But anywho, when they got back, and the kiddos decided to ride around with them as well. Oh, so pretty much, there was new heroes in Japan. All for One was defeated by, I'm going to say some random, I'm going to say Bakugo in this one. So Bakugo is the #1 hero in that one. You all are probably thinking, oh, we were hoping for the crossover and arc and all that. No, because that would have just been complete Higuchi and a Hyman. But that's pretty much it. Why I'm not talking about the kids? Well, mostly because they're gonna have Izuku has a little bit of tricks up his sleeve, and he can also make himself immortal. Remember, Zod is a demon. He can literally be immortal. So he learned a couple of curses that'll make people immortal. So he made all 3 of his wives and his kids immortal. However, he taught them between good and evil. He'll tell them about his past life, so they know about that. But pretty much, they live a pretty good life living in, well, the Ark world. And that's it. That's been the one shot of What If Deku Was in Ark. I guess remastered? Hey you, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Uncle Dylan here, and my puppy. Bye-bye.